And life is so frustratingly annoying because we never find that love. So we try to drug ourselves with something else. But in reality, this love is the only thing we search for. How to do it, how to grow in Bhakti. First, re-listen to this lecture, read about Bhakti, understand the importance of it. When you play with these ideas, like I said, you listen to this lecture, you can read Ramakrishna's books, you can read the Bhakti Sutra of Narada, all of them, they are now audio books on YouTube. Read St. Francis of Assisi, read the Bible, read whatever it is makes your heart burst. Read Rumi, read Lao Tzu, whatever makes your heart on fire, until you get the understanding of this love. Once you get the understanding of it, you will discover that deep inside, this is the only thing you ever wanted for everyone, without exception. We are all searching for that perfect love. And life is so frustratingly annoying because we never find that love. So we try to drug ourselves with something else. But in reality, this love is the only thing we search for. And it can be found. But this understanding needs to be solid and clear. This one understanding. What do I want in life? Supreme love. Everything else on the second place. Once this understanding is clear that this is my deep need and this is the way to get it, the path of Bhakti begins. And then whatever it is, the ideal that we have, we pray to receive more love for it. We pray to the whole, I am a part, you are the whole, give me more love for you. And then what happens? The wholeness of the universe will bestow His grace upon us and will amplify the love. The love will intensify our prayer, and when we pray more intensely, there will be more grace, and this will grow exponentially, like a spiral. It's a very simple mechanism and extremely efficient. All you need to do is do it. Give it half an hour, give it 1 hour. Why not? Give it 5 hours a day. And see how it grows exponentially, combined with all the work that we have on Anahata, with reading spiritual books and so forth. And then the next stage, the state of detachment will appear quite naturally, but nevertheless we need also actively to detach from the world. So once we have that love, there is no place for attachment. And when we are attached to something, that love disappears. It's either or. There is space for one thing, love or attachment. When there is love, attachment goes away. And when we choose to be attached, money, fame, society, validation, comfort, entertainment, whatever, we can enjoy all these things, but love needs to come first all the time. When we detach from our personal agenda, from our selfishness, from whatever it is that we are attached to, we give space for this love. What's important on this path of Bhakti Yoga is to be very authentic to your emotions. If you wear masks in front of your emotions and you pretend to feel what you don't, there's a very big chance that you miss out on that intensity. So emotional authenticity is very important, and then you just hold on tight, because the transformations in your personality, they will come very, very fast. You will die and be reborn from 1 month to another. Just pieces of your ignorance will just be shattered. All sorts of things that interest you now and that you consider very important, and if somebody tells you that word, you feel like that, and the other person tells you that, you feel, I don't know what, hurt and whatever. This entire structure of the personality will gradually be erased, and a certain glow of love will appear from it. And then, as a support for that practice of detachment, contemplate again and again the moment of death. Because the love will survive death, and everything earthly that you enjoy or that you are attached to will not survive. You see, if you love, you become, as we said, what you love. And if you love eternity, you become eternity. How and what, how to put it in words? It's a direct experience of something timeless, something so condensed with meaning, something so sweet and wonderful, and you just know that death can never take that away. That's that love, whatever you have actually loved, is there with you forever. So this contemplation, serious, not a mental one, a deep emotional contemplation of, okay, I will die one day, helps very much to detach and to awaken this courage of bhakti. So this is in short about Bhakti Yoga. If you have questions or comments.
So just to understand, where you want to go to is exactly as you said, the state where God and the world are no different from one another. The saying goes, Uriel will tell you who says it, but it is this, if you cannot see God in all, you cannot see God at all.
Yogi Bhajan.
Yogi Bhajan.
Teamwork.
And also this comment from Ramakrishna that we keep mentioning when he says Shiva and Shakti, it's like when God is still or when God is running, but it's still God. When a man is running or a man is still the same man. So in the end of the day, this is the final accomplishment when there's no necessity to draw a line between God and the world. But you are in the stage of training where it is required that you spend time also just with God, so to say, which is not possible. You're part of the world, but even when you sit in your room silently. But where you take time of retreat and you spend time with God and you acquaint yourself with God and get thirsty enough. Because the problem is in this attempt of finding God in everything, we, as long as we are still in touch with the world has a certain pull to it and a certain, let's say,
magnetism.
No, more like a heaviness that keeps dragging us back down away from God, forgetting about God by this power of illusion, this power of Maya that can play with us as long as we are not yet 100% completely aligning ourselves with God. So you have this period where you create enough drive towards God due to practice. By your practice you obtain results, by your results you obtain more aspiration and so forth. Your drive to be with God all the time becomes through this practice so intense that then it cannot be taken away anymore. It just becomes a thing in itself. The longing for God will then just make sure that even if you contemplate the plant, or if you chat with your family, or if you are in war, or whatever you might be going through, God is still there with you. Because your longing for Him is so great that He's there already smiling at you, because that's all it takes. You just need to long for God and already He will be there. So as you are in this in-between phase, first of all, understand that that's where you're at. And you need to pay attention to the aspiration that you have in your heart. Otherwise, it will dry out. Aspiration grows when we react to it with action. When you act immediately upon your deepest aspirations, you will have, as an immediate result, more aspiration. If it arises an aspiration in your heart to pray every day, to do this meditation, to do that yoga, to go and forgive somebody, telling them how much you love them or something, and you immediately react, aspiration grows inside of you. If you hesitate, aspiration goes down in time. So definitely don't hesitate. Go for this aspiration. But then you can ask yourself, what makes you sort of not see God in your family, or when you have a chat with them? What makes you sort of shut God out of the picture when you're with them? And then remove that and ask yourself, how can I see God when I talk to my family? How can I make them be part of this? Of course, they might not sit with you for 3 hours of meditation, but maybe sometimes it's nice for them to do a little bit of yoga with you. Or maybe sometimes you share with them your favorite spiritual quote that they might feel inspiring. Or maybe you have a little clip that really makes you feel in touch with God and is digestible for them. And you see, how can you share yourself? Because in the end of the day, what your family wants is to love you and to feel connected to you, and for you to be happy. I mean, even the most pushy family, in the end of the day, that's why they push you, because they made you, and in a way, and they were part of the process, but they think they made you, and they want to make sure that you're good, right? So share with them your happiness. Share with them what inspires you. Share with them that, look, when I walk here with you now, we take a walk together, isn't it beautiful? You don't have to say, can you not see God in everything and scare everybody? But you can see, isn't it beautiful? It touches my heart so much. Just walking here with you, it's really wonderful. Oh, yeah, actually, I also enjoy it. You find ways to communicate through love. This distance only comes when we don't pay attention to the love. But if you have love for your family, then that love will tell you wonderful ways of sharing with them how you feel. And that's, in the end of the day, all they want. And that's also all that is reasonable, is to share and to love each other. You don't need to abide to anything else. Hey guys, if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content on spirituality, Tantra and more.
And if you want to sign up for our online classes or for our retreats, you can see our website on the description below.